From the moment you open your eyes until the moment you fall asleep, it's there. That hiss, that whistle, that constant ringing that never, ever gives you a single minute of relief. And the worst part isn't even the noise itself. The worst part is the mental exhaustion of carrying this sound all day long, every single day, without a break, without relief, without any hope that it will get better. You wake up and it's there. You drink your coffee and it's there. You try to work and it's there. You talk to someone and it's there. You lie down to sleep and guess what? It's still there, it's only louder. It's like having an unwanted companion glued to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Meanwhile, the people around you say things like, "You just need to learn to live with it. Just ignore it. You'll get used to it over time." But anyone who says that has never spent a single day listening to this hell inside their own head, because you don't get used to it. You can't ignore it, and you definitely can't live in peace with something that is destroying your quality of life piece by piece. And here's the truth no one tells you. That ringing playing in your head all day long is not normal. It's not something you have to accept. And it is absolutely not just part of getting older. No matter how many doctors try to make you believe that, it is a clear sign that a critical deficiency is happening in your brain. Let me explain this in a very simple way. Your brain runs on chemical messengers called neurotransmitters. These messengers are responsible for transmitting information between billions of nerve cells. And when it comes to hearing, those messengers must be in perfect balance. But as the years go by, the production of these chemical messengers begins to decline. At first slowly, then faster. And when those levels drop too low, three devastating things happen at the same time. First, the nerve cells in the ear begin to die from lack of proper nourishment. Second, the brain loses its ability to process sound correctly and starts creating noises that don't exist. Third, the entire nervous system enters a constant state of hyperactivity, amplifying internal signals as if they were real sounds. And the result? The ringing you hear from the moment you wake up until the moment you try to sleep. Most people try to deal with this using medications that only block the symptoms temporarily, or with expensive devices that mask the noise with another noise. But none of that actually fixes the problem, because as long as the neurotransmitter deficiency remains, the ringing remains. It's that simple. That's why I spent years researching a way to replenish the exact substances your brain is desperately asking for. And what I discovered was a natural combination that restores the brain's chemical balance through three simultaneous and extremely powerful mechanisms. The first mechanism is rebuilding the protective membrane of nerve cells. There is a substance called alpha-GPC, which is a highly concentrated form of choline. And choline is absolutely essential because it is the main structural component of the membranes that protect every nerve cell in your brain. Think of it this way. Each neuron is like a house, and the cell membrane is like the walls of that house. When those walls begin to deteriorate due to a lack of choline, the entire house collapses. And when the neurons of the auditory system collapse, what do you hear? Constant ringing. Alpha-GPC delivers choline in the purest, most absorbable form available. It literally rebuilds the cell membranes of auditory neurons, restoring the structural integrity that was lost. But it doesn't stop there. Alpha-GPC is also converted into acetylcholine, the most important neurotransmitter for communication between nerve cells. When acetylcholine levels rise, the brain regains its ability to process sound with surgical clarity, and the phantom noises stop being generated. It's like fully renovating a house that was falling apart. Once the structure is restored, everything works the way it should again. The second mechanism is rebalancing stress-related neurotransmitters. L-tyrosine is an amino acid that serves as raw material for the brain to produce three critical neurotransmitters: dopamine, norepinephrine, and adrenaline. These chemical messengers regulate how your body responds to stress, pressure, and anxiety. And here's the problem. When you live with constant ringing, your nervous system is stuck in permanent stress mode. That rapidly depletes these neurotransmitters, and when they're depleted, the nervous system collapses. It loses the ability to self-regulate, and the ringing spikes to unbearable levels. It becomes a vicious cycle. The ringing causes stress. Stress makes the ringing worse, and the worse the ringing gets, the more stress you feel. But when you provide L-tyrosine in the right amount, that cycle is broken. The brain resumes proper production of dopamine, norepinephrine, and adrenaline. The nervous system exits constant high alert, and the intensity of the ringing drops dramatically. It's like turning off a panic switch that had been stuck on 24/7. When the nervous system finally relaxes, the noise in your head quiets down as well. The third mechanism is regenerating damaged nerve cells. Mumio, also known as shilajit, is an ancient substance extracted from mountain rocks in Asia. It contains over 85 trace minerals and bioactive compounds in a form the body can absorb almost instantly. And here's why this is revolutionary for eliminating ringing. Nerve cells in the inner ear and brain require specific minerals to function correctly: magnesium, zinc, selenium, iron, copper. Each one plays a crucial role in nerve signal transmission. When these minerals are missing, nerve cells malfunction. They send faulty signals, they generate phantom sounds, and you perceive that as ringing. Mumio acts like an ultra-potent multivitamin delivered straight to the nerve cells. It not only supplies all these essential minerals, but also contains fulvic acid, a compound that dramatically increases nutrient absorption and has powerful regenerative properties. When nerve cells finally receive what they've been lacking, they literally come back to life. They stop sending distress signals, and the ringing you carried all day long finally begins to fade. Now comes the part that completely changes the results. These three components could be taken in capsules or tablets, but that would create a serious waste problem. When you swallow a capsule, it goes to the stomach, where digestive acids destroy a large portion of the active ingredients. Then it moves to the intestines, where more is lost. After that, it passes through the liver, which filters and eliminates even more. In the end, you absorb maybe 20% of what you swallowed. The other 80% becomes expensive waste. That's why this formula was specifically developed as a sublingual spray, applied directly under the tongue. And the difference is dramatic. Under the tongue is a thin membrane called the sublingual mucosa, packed with hundreds of tiny blood vessels that absorb substances in seconds, sending them straight into the bloodstream. You spray it under your tongue, hold for a few seconds, and that's it. The ingredients are already circulating in your blood, going directly to the brain and auditory system. No stomach destruction, no liver loss, no waste. Absorption is up to 5 times higher than capsules. You use almost 100% of the ingredients. That's why just 6 sprays per day are enough to start silencing the ringing that has followed you all day long. Now, I want to be transparent about timing. In the cases I've personally followed, the first improvements usually appear within 2 to 4 weeks of consistent use. The ringing becomes less constant, the intensity drops, and you begin to experience moments of peace during the day. But the full transformation happens between the 2nd and 3rd month. That's when the brain has restored neurotransmitters, rebuilt cell membranes, and regenerated nerve cells. The ringing that dominated every second of your day finally disappears. You wake up to silence. You work without that irritating noise. You talk without strain, and you finally lie down to sleep in complete peace. That's why continuous use for 3 to 6 months is always recommended, because the nervous system needs that time to fully reorganize and lock in permanent results. And here's a very important warning. There are many imitations and counterfeit products circulating. Some even copy the original packaging, but they don't contain the correct ingredients. Or worse, they may contain contaminated substances that put your health at risk. If you decide to try this natural solution, use only the official link below in the description. It's the only way to guarantee you're receiving the authentic spray, manufactured in certified and regulated facilities in the United States. Your health is not the place to save a few dollars and take risks with questionable products. And here's what gives you total peace of mind. You're covered by a 90-day unconditional guarantee. If it doesn't work as expected, if you don't adapt, or if you simply change your mind, you can request a full refund. No complicated questions, no bureaucracy. But I'll be honest with you, almost no one asks for their money back. Do you know why? Because when you finally get rid of the ringing that tormented you all day, when you experience true silence for the first time in years, when you realize you've regained your mental peace and quality of life, you understand you found something priceless. If you're exhausted from carrying this infernal noise from morning to night, if you're tired of trying to ignore something that's impossible to ignore, if you want to finally live in peace without that constant hiss destroying every moment of your day, click the link below. There you'll find all the details about this natural spray, a full explanation of how each ingredient restores your brain's chemical balance, the scientific foundation behind this approach, and real stories from people who finally eliminated the ringing they carried all day long. My goal is not to sell you false promises, it's to show you that a real natural solution exists. Because living without that constant noise, enjoying each moment of the day in peace, and finally reclaiming silence, is not an impossible dream. It's a reality within your reach.